Gentlemen, today we're going to delve into the subtle signs that may indicate a girl is interested in you. Those often hidden cues that can reveal much more than words. Many individuals conceal their feelings for a variety of reasons, but eventually, those emotions manifest in small, often unnoticed ways. If you've started to suspect that a girl might be harboring feelings for you, these signs will help you uncover the truth and, hopefully, provide the confidence you need to approach her about it. After all, we don't want you to miss out on a potential connection. We'll also highlight one particularly obvious sign, so clear it might as well be written on her forehead. Before we dive deeper, it's essential to understand why women sometimes don't make their feelings obvious. They may hesitate to initiate due to fears of judgment, appearing too forward, or believing it's the man's role to take the first step. When a man shows initiative, it reassures her and makes her feel desired. However, have you ever wondered why she might think you're not interested, even when you believe you're sending all the right signals? The truth is, many women need to feel singled out and special, especially in social settings, to be sure of your interest. Sometimes we inadvertently give more attention to others, even when our heart is set on someone else, which can lead to confusion. I've experienced this myself, missing opportunities with women who were waiting for me to approach simply because I wasn't clear enough in showing my interest. This highlights the importance of learning how to convey your feelings confidently and unmistakably. Let's explore some key indicators of interest. Number 1. Hot and cold behavior. One day she's all smiles, and the next she seems distant. This emotional roller coaster may actually be a sign of her interest. She might be protecting herself or trying to gauge your feelings. Observe her patterns. Does she consistently return to a warm demeanor after being distant? That's your signal. She might respond enthusiastically to your texts one day and go silent the next. If she frequently reverts to being friendly, it's likely that she's wrestling with her own feelings or fears. Remember, attraction isn't always a smooth journey. Sometimes it's a bumpy road with unexpected twists. If she exhibits this hot and cold behavior, she may simply be trying to navigate her own emotions. Number 2. Overcompensation. Often, we make bold declarations to mask our vulnerabilities. If she repeatedly emphasizes that you're just friends, it's usually a cover for deeper feelings. Cognitive dissonance theory suggests that our minds strive for harmony and internal consistency, crafting narratives that conceal our true emotions to maintain that balance. Number 3. The reluctant laugh. Picture this. You tell a joke, and while everyone else is laughing openly, you catch her struggling to hold back a smile. Despite her distant demeanor, she can't help but react to your humor. She might stifle her laughter, disguise it as a cough, or play it off with an eye roll, but a flicker of amusement will escape her. This reluctant amusement is her genuine emotion staging a tiny rebellion against her cool exterior. Pay attention to these small breaks in her composure. They are like little cracks in her armor, revealing the warmth beneath. If you notice this happening, try making eye contact right after your joke. This shared moment of humor could be the key to melting the ice between you. Number 4. The accidental encounters. Isn't it intriguing how you seem to keep bumping into her more often than usual, even though she's maintaining her distance? Whether it's at your favorite coffee shop, the gym, or that obscure bookstore you mentioned once, these coincidences might be more deliberate than they appear. She may be creating opportunities to see you while still keeping plausible deniability. It's her way of staying on your radar without explicitly showing her interest. When she casually says, "Oh, you come here too? What a small world," she might be feigning surprise, but if she remembers your offhand comment about loving the lattes at that specific cafe, it's probably not just chance bringing her there. These accidental run-ins serve as her subtle way of orbiting your world while pretending to be in a different solar system. Pretty clever, right? Number 5. She attempts to make you jealous. Jealousy is a deeply rooted primal emotion that intertwines insecurity, fear, and envy. When she displays subtle signs of discomfort regarding your interactions with other women, it's not merely about being territorial, it's a complex mix of emotions. This behavior can sometimes serve as an external manifestation of the internal struggle she experiences with her hidden feelings. Neuroscience supports this notion. Studies indicate that jealousy activates brain regions associated with pain and intense yearning. Her subtle reactions might not just be emotional, they could have physical manifestations too, akin to the sting of a fresh wound or muscle strain. Thus, when she attempts to make you jealous, it's not just a game, it's a window into the emotional turmoil brewing inside her. Number 6. She seems overly distant. Have you ever felt as if a woman is blatantly ignoring you for no apparent reason, ghosting you in conversations, or slipping away without even saying goodbye? It's easy to label her as indifferent or distant, but the reality is often more complex. When emotions run deep and the stakes feel high, many women retreat into their protective shells. It's less about pride and more about self-preservation. She might be battling internal dialogues, trying to convince herself not to fall for you. So, when a woman seems to be avoiding you, it could be her way of playing it safe, knowing that her behavior might inadvertently reveal her attraction. Number 7. She knows more than she reveals. You might notice that she seems unusually well informed about your life, even though she hasn't asked you directly. Perhaps she casually mentions something you posted on social media, or brings up a topic she knows you're passionate about. This indirect information gathering shows that she's paying close attention to you, even if she doesn't openly express it. It's almost as if she's compiling a mental dossier titled "Things About Him," filled with details she's gathered from various sources. Maybe she's been chatting with your friends, researching your social media, or simply being extra observant when you're around. If she makes a comment about your favorite band or references that hiking trip you took last month, take note. She's been doing her homework on you. Number 8. She is hyper-aware of your feelings. A girl who is genuinely interested in you will often enter a nurturing phase, wanting to be there for the person she admires. If you share a sad story or express something negative, she may become overly expressive, asking if you need anything, offering a comforting hug, or providing advice. Conversely, if she senses that you're upset or offended, expect a sincere apology. She'll likely be eager to mend any emotional rifts. She'll closely monitor your actions and words, trying to discern whether you reciprocate her feelings. If she detects even a hint of unhappiness or anger from you, she'll do everything in her power to bring you back to a positive state. Number 9. The body language. Even when her words seem distant, her body language might be sending a different message. Watch for unconscious mirroring. Does she tend to adopt similar postures or gestures as you? This subconscious mirroring often indicates rapport and attraction. Additionally, observe her physical positioning. Even if she's not actively engaging with you, does she find reasons to be in your personal space? Perhaps she squeezes past you in a room that's not particularly crowded, or consistently ends up standing next to you in group settings. Another important cue is the direction of her feet. If they're pointed toward you even when she's talking to someone else, it's a subconscious sign that you have her attention. So, while her words might be saying, "I'm not interested," her body could very well be shouting, "Notice me." Number 10. She leans into you when talking. We all have a personal space bubble, and when someone steps into it, we might feel annoyed or uncomfortable. This intimate space is typically reserved for those we're close to. If she likes you, she may frequently cross that boundary. She might walk past you to grab something from a shelf, subtly getting in your way, or touch you often, like brushing off some lint from your jacket. These behaviors signal that she's breaking that boundary. Be attentive to this dynamic. She may enter your personal space and then leave suddenly. However, don't confuse this with her simply being a touchy-feely person, as it's unusual for someone to repeatedly invade another's personal bubble without a compelling reason. Number 11. The lingering glance. Even when she's trying to mask her feelings, her eyes might tell a different story. Have you ever caught her looking at you when she thinks you're not noticing? The moment your eyes meet, she quickly looks away, suddenly fascinated by her phone or a random potted plant. This look-away game is her way of expressing interest while maintaining a distant facade. It's as if she can't help but steal glances, even while attempting to play it cool. In group settings, pay attention to where her gaze naturally lands. Does it often find its way to you even when you're not speaking? Remember, eyes are the windows to the soul, and sometimes they reveal what she's trying to keep hidden. Her lingering glances are like little secrets, sharing unspoken emotions even when she wants to keep them under wraps. Number 12. She acts nervous around you. Someone who has feelings for you but is trying to hide them often finds themselves in a tug-of-war between wanting to show interest and pulling back. You might notice moments where she does something that makes her think, "Oops, I shouldn't have done that," only to retract her actions. This can lead to behaviors that seem unsure or self-conscious. She may adjust her hair, touch her face, or fidget more than usual. These are all signs of nervousness common when someone's feelings are in conflict. Observe how she behaves around others compared to you. If she appears composed with them but flustered around you, it's a strong indicator that she's trying to conceal her true emotions. Number 13. She tries to be where you are. While she may seem to be avoiding you, if she genuinely likes you, she'll find ways to be near you. This could mean attending the same events, showing up at places you frequent, or just happening to pass by your usual spots. She's trying to create opportunities for interaction without being overt, staying connected while maintaining an appearance of distance. So if you notice her around more often, it's not just coincidence. She's strategically placing herself in your path, hoping you'll take the hint and make a move. Number 14. She asks about your relationship status. Even if she seems disinterested, her curiosity about your love life is a significant sign that she might be interested. She may casually ask if you're seeing someone or show interest in your past relationships. This is her way of gauging her chances without directly revealing her own feelings. If she brings up the topic of your romantic life, she's trying to find out if there's room for her in it. Pay attention to these subtle inquiries. They're her way of probing without putting herself on the line. Number 15. The playful tease. Teasing can be a form of flirting, a way to create a connection while keeping things light and playful. If she's teasing you in a light-hearted manner, it's her way of engaging with you without getting too serious. This delicate balance allows her to show interest while maintaining a fun and casual atmosphere. Her playful jabs are a sign that she enjoys your company and wants to keep the energy between you positive.